I don't know how to say this to you. I can't do this no more. I hope you understand.
You know, this guy here today, man, the energy is amazing, man.
What brings you out here?
I'm out here because I'm taking a step into the unfamiliar. It's the best way to describe it. I've done a lot of things in my life and lifetime, career-wise. My 2 minutes in show business, and this is America, and a lot of people around the world don't have the access and opportunities that we have here. So, here's another opportunity to do something that we have here at our disposal. I wrote a book. I wrote a bio/motivational, inspirational book called How to Get Out of Your Own Way.
Okay.
How to get out of your own way. A lot of people are in their own way and don't even know it. Let's take a walk, man.
So now, what inspired you to make the book? Was it a personal low? Was it a personal high? Or what inspired you?
To be honest, man, life inspired me,
Okay.
I don't feel like I wrote a book. I feel like I wrote life. And, as long as there's life, I feel like I'm gonna always have something to talk about and write about in my room right here. So, come on in. So, it's one of those things, man. Turn some lights on up in here. In the beginning of my book, I told the story of a really good friend of mine named Samir. And they'll see when they read it. It was a very unfortunate story that ended up happening. So, how to get out of your own way. It's like a lot of people are in their own way and don't even know it. It's self-sabotage, self-defeat. People just figuring out a way to block their own blessings. God has all of these blessings in mind for all of us, but it's us talking ourselves out of them. Or it's the idea of when you see the invisible, when ideas and visions and concepts and dreams are formed. I think that's some of the closest experiences to God. And then you find yourself sometimes feeling like if you're watching TV and you see a new advertising, you're like, man, I thought of that forever ago. Because I felt, my own interpretation of that is that God sent you the idea first. You didn't move on it, so he gave it to somebody else. They moved on it. That's why the world is now going to experience it. And so all of these different forms of getting out of your own way. I'm very obedient. I never seen myself acting before, ever. And these opportunities kept coming and coming and coming. And it's like sometimes the things that you have in mind for yourself are different than what God have in mind for you. There are people that go to college for 8 years to be an attorney. They pass the bar exam, they graduate at the top of their class, and they start practicing law for 2-3 years, and then they get an undeniable offer to be the CEO of a company that they never went to college for. And so it becomes this struggle, like I'm passionate about law, and where did this unexpected opportunity come from? And so what are you gonna do? Not move on it when it's so clearly yours? And so there's a saying that my mentor has. If you wanna make God laugh, tell him your plan.
Who's that mentor?
John Bryant. You wanna make God laugh, tell him your plan. You tell God what you're gonna be doing with your life. And you spinning your wheels, spinning your wheels, spinning your wheels, spinning your money. All of this stuff over and over and over and over and over. Driving yourself nuts. Trying to bring this stuff out when God is clearly telling you that you're supposed to be doing this. And so I'm very obedient.
Well, I can honestly say, man, it's a breath of fresh air to see, someone that really grew. I feel you're gonna go to deeper realms than what you've been, and
Like, what's some of your plans like now? Like, you didn't conquer the music thing, you didn't conquer the whole sex symbol thing and the movie thing, and I see politics in you. Is politics in your future? Do you see?
I don't really know. Politics is very, very scary.
Community serving, I should say, maybe.
You know what? I just feel like I'm a man with a message. I don't really think it's from a pastor perspective. I'm a man of God. I love God. God is my source, and I'm not afraid to announce that to the world. If you look up to me and idolize me, then you're idolizing a man of God, you know. And I think at the end of the day, I just want to do whatever he tells me to do. I'm like a puppet, man. I'm on strings. It's like, what do you want me to do next? And I just show up. And even if I've never done it before, I'm just trying to show up and be the best version of me that I can be. And that's just the way it is.
That's what's up, man. So, you know, our network is called Wild Moguls, and the definition of it is the first definition of wild is a living being living in its natural state or environment, and the first definition of mogul is a very important, powerful person. So, hence, very important people living in their natural state or environment, and that's what we think this generation is pretty much the mindset's all about. Do you feel you're a wild mogul? Understand
I'm every bit of a mogul. I'm a billionaire. I got a dinner scheduled with my billion soon. I've already had dinner with 100aire, $1 millionaire, and my meeting with my billionaire is coming up soon. I believe that. It's very important for all of the entrepreneurs and business folks out there that are trying to get these dreams and visions off the ground. It's very important that you keep dreaming and coming up with concepts and ideas beyond what you can afford. See, it's very important. Most people be like, man, I can't afford that, so I shouldn't be thinking that big. Well, if you believe you're not going to get something done, you won't get it done. My dreams and my ideas and concepts that hit me are much bigger than my finances. And that's why I know at some point I'm going to have that meeting with the money, because the ideas are so big, they're eventually going to find the money. And that's just the way it is. I'm not even motivated by money at this point.
Yes.
And it's not because I have money like that, because I don't. I'm comfortable, I'm nice. But it's like, at this point, it's about world impact. It's about allowing the world to experience your thoughts, you know? I always get impressed when I feel like I'm walking inside of somebody's thoughts. You know, ideas are physical. This couch, whether you think this is a nice couch or not, this was in somebody's head. This was somebody's idea. The design of this couch, the color of the couch, the style of the pillows, the fabric that's on the couch, it was all somebody's idea, but they got it out. And the fact that they got the idea out, people that are building a hotel, putting penthouses and suites together, looked at the couch, they can identify with the look of the couch and said, I want that couch to be in my suite. Now, had they kept this idea in their mind, the couch wouldn't be in here.
I feel that.
And so it's like, I encourage all of the entrepreneurs and moguls, soon to be moguls, get the ideas out. Do the research, do the due diligence, find out who your competition is, really get a sense of what's out there already. You know, and here's my biggest advice. If you ever want to invent something, pay attention to what people complain about, and there lies your idea. Because most of these brilliant ideas are always connected to a complaint. You know, it's here's an example, and I hope y'all put all this footage on there because I'm not wasting my time talking. Something as small as this. We all got grocery stores everywhere, whether it's the hood or in the suburbs. Folks that used to go to the grocery store and actually go all the way home with the shopping cart, the grocery stores used to have to hire people to drive around and pick up all the shopping carts. They would have a whole truck and a bunch of shopping carts hanging off on the back. Shopping cart collectors. So at the end of the year, these shopping carts, these shopping center owners started complaining that they're missing, they're losing out on a lot of money because everybody's taking these shopping carts from the shopping centers. So because they were complaining about this, somebody came up with an invention. As soon as you walk out of the parking lot, the wheels lock up on the shopping cart. So you no longer can take the shopping carts home.
That happened to me because I tried taking a car for some reason. That thing would not.
It just wouldn't budge because you got to the edge of the parking lot and they're like, no, it stops here, pimpin'.
It sure did.
Right? And so you're like, man, the hell?
Trying to grab another one thinking it was that one.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So it's things like that. You ever want to invent something, pay attention to what people complain about. So someone said, let's do the numbers. How much money are you missing and losing out on from purchasing shopping carts every year? Right? And so they did the numbers. Man, we spending at least $250,000 a year, hypothetically, on shopping carts, and we're pretty much just giving them away to the homeless, to the bums, to people that's coming here shopping and just naturally walking home with their groceries. And the shopping carts are being played with in the neighborhoods with the kids, whatever. Shopping carts is gone, homie. You ain't gonna get them back.
No.
There was a complaint. Somebody came up with an invention. I guarantee you, whoever came up with that invention is a multi-millionaire, because the shopping center owners did the math. I'm like, yo, we have to add this technology to our baskets because it's gonna save us a whole lot of money compared to how much it's gonna cost for this invention to stop the shopping carts from leaving. And as wild as that may sound, I know y'all understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
It was all stemmed from a complaint. So you pay attention to what people complain about, and there lies your idea. Stop complaining. Get rich on it. Get wealthy on it. But stop complaining, coming up with the ideas. Man, if all, I hate when this happens. What's going on? Man, every time I come over here, it's this, and this, and this, and this. Why don't they just move all this stuff over there and then people will be able to get right through?
Do it.
Why don't they? Come up with the idea, move on it. So I'm letting y'all know. If y'all at the crib right now, y'all watching this interview, and you got like $10 in your bank account, $100, $1,000, I don't feel bad for you. You're not a charity case. You got people out here with mental disorders. You got people out here with handicaps, and all of these. I feel bad for those type of folks, bless them. But for us regular folks that can actually have a conversation, think these thoughts, and you still running around playing the victim about your own reality, I don't feel sorry for you, homie. This is Wild Moguls Network. It's your man Tyrese. Appreciate y'all for hearing me out. Go check out my new book, How to Get Out of Your Own Way. Invest in yourself. One love.
I got a million ways to get it. Choose one.